I'm now joined by Suzanne Levine, who is the Executive Director of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. Suzanne, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
I'm great. Thank you. You look great. I haven't seen you in a while.
Thank you so much. Sorry, Suzanne, I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you, so if I'm a little bit delayed, that's why. I don't think it's anything you're doing, but we're gonna do our best. I'm gonna try and read your lips a little bit here. So, last week when you talked with Dave, he was out at the pool in Charlevoix, and I'm on this lovely beach. I guess I'm swimming in the ocean right now, so we got that today. But I know you and him did speak about potentially getting out in the community and doing our show from some of our local businesses. So I definitely think that's something we should discuss more, because that would be a fantastic thing to do.
Absolutely. The more that we can help our local businesses and support them and actually bring customers in, whether it's virtually or in person, that would be very beneficial to them and the community.
Yeah, so I wanted to start off by talking to you about the leadership breakfast that's on September 13th, because I know this is something you were very excited about, but we didn't have a ton of time to cover last week. So tell us all about it and what you're looking forward to.
Well, our leadership breakfast is our signature event where we bring in regional speakers, not just local speakers, everyone from the head of Shinola, Bedrock, Olympia Entertainment. And it's a great opportunity for our local businesses to network and connect with these people that have a lot of experience in expanding business. So this year we're really excited. We have Laura Graneman, who's the Vice President of Rocket Community Fund and Gilbert Family Foundation. And she's going to talk a lot about not just giving, but how we are all connected to the city of Detroit. Things that happen in the city of Detroit do have like an aftershock effect on the suburbs. So it's really important we have a vibrant city, and anything we can do to help the citizens there through housing, internet connectivity, et cetera, it really has a beneficial effect for all of us.
Yeah, definitely. And we just got this audio figured out, so I'm sorry if you did already mention this, but I didn't hear. So who exactly is the Leadership Breakfast open to?
The Leadership at Breakfast is open to everyone. The tickets are $45 for members and $55 for non-members. They can go to our website, westbloomfieldchamber.com, and register. We hope to see a lot of people there. We have great sponsors, Beaumont, Connect Pay, Vibe Credit Union, and the list, Henry Ford Health System. So we have, I think they believe they changed their name, Henry Ford Health. So we have quite a few great sponsors, but this is just a great opportunity to meet these leaders, presidents, CEOs in our community that perhaps can give some advice to a small local business, how they can improve their business. And we know it's all about who you know. It's all about connections and networking. So this is one of our signature connecting networking events.
Definitely. And my mom always tells me it's all about who you know. And you had a pretty busy, action-packed week in the West Bloomfield Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, And I want to talk about the event that you had on Tuesday, because that is a reoccurring event. So even if people missed it, I definitely want to make sure they're aware. And it was the event talking about social media within your business. So can you tell us a little bit about how that event went down and how people can partake in the future programs moving forward?
Absolutely. We're very fortunate that our president, Vidhu Kukru, is a social media and marketing expert, and he teaches 2 classes a month. And again, people can go. These are free classes that we offer to the entire community about how to improve writing emails, how to improve their website, how to get their message across, because we know that social media, especially during the pandemic, was really crucial to people staying in touch. So all they have to do is go to our westbloomfieldchamber.com website and register for these classes that he teaches twice a month. They're Google classes, and they are really high-level classes, but they're easy enough for anyone, even someone like me that's a bit technically challenged, to understand.
Yes, definitely. And on the topic of social media, this is something I've actually personally been thinking about a lot lately. Like you said, it has such a big presence in our world right now, and it really, really skyrocketed during the pandemic. Just how important would you say that having a social media presence is for our local businesses or really any small business to stay involved in your community? And is this something that you see staying this way for a while?
I don't think you're ever going to completely replace that one-on-one connection, especially when it comes to health and money issues. Those are trust issues. But yes, I think what we realize is that people want a social connection. So whether it's, in person or virtually, social media is here to stay. I think it's only going to get even more intense, and I think there's going to be ways that people can look at their watch and connect with people one-on-one, teaching classes, networking, connecting. I know that we're still doing some virtual classes. I'm hoping to transition completely to in-person, but I know there are some people that really are not going to want to be involved in in-person events. So a hybrid approach is probably going to be what most of us are going to have to utilize.
Yeah, so on the contrary, I know you said there are some people that don't want to be in person, but what about people that are not super tech savvy and aren't super open to the idea of social media, but still want to have a successful small business in today's day and age? What advice would you give to those people on maybe being a little more open-minded?
Well, I think that everyone today has to reinvent their business. There's nothing that worked in the past that might work in the future. So we all have to reinvent our skill set and even be open to the new challenges that, whatever is going to happen with, the pandemic. If it's, if COVID is never going away, we might be over COVID, but COVID is not over us. So we just have to figure out how we can sustain and hopefully thrive our businesses, whatever we do, whether you're on the air, whether you have a small local restaurant. We all have to figure out a way how we are going to reinvent that. And that's why the Chamber is here to help people. We love doing that. I consider myself a business matchmaker, so I'm there to strategize with businesses and let them know that we have all these specialty networking groups, whether it's our senior resource group, whether it's our WIN or Women's Inspiration Network, connect with an expert, or our BIG, our Business Innovation Generator, our Cup of Connections. We have all different ways and all different avenues for businesses to figure out what would work best for them to make sure that they connect with really great business partners.
And like you said, we might be over COVID, but COVID is definitely not over us. So these can still be tough times we're in. And I believe just yesterday, actually, you guys had an event to talk a little bit about how to stay positive during this time. Can you tell me about that event? Quick little recap.
That was one of our WIN, Women's Inspiration Network, and we always get an inspirational speaker. And Stacey Renee is a fabulous, positive, exuberant, uplifting cheerleader. And it is difficult. We know how difficult it is today, with all the challenges. How do you stay positive? But we know that grateful attitude equals gratitude. And the more that you can focus on the positive things in your life or your family, the greater the chance that you will be successful. I mean, no one wants to go into a store and have a bad experience with an employee. So I always advise all of our business owners to make sure that their employees, if you can't pay them what they feel they deserve, you have to find other ways to elevate them and make them feel valued. So we know that a positive attitude changes your entire day.
And how much are we still seeing the issue even in July, almost August, of 2022, where small businesses are still understaffed because they can't get people to come into work? Is that still something that's been a huge issue, or are we moving away from that a little bit?
Unfortunately, this seems to be prevalent in all industries, the hospitals, restaurants, small businesses. So I've been trying to advise people to look beyond your traditional employees. Maybe think about seniors that might, they don't want to work full time. They don't need the benefits. So they work just a few hours a week. There are other avenues to try to recruit qualified, positive employees. And that's why I suggest always contact me at the chamber, wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com, 248-626-3636. I'm always happy to guide them, even if they're not a chamber member, or at least to give them some ideas where they can seek help, like through Oakland County that has a fabulous one-stop business center and is free.
Yeah, Suzanne, we really, really appreciate your dedication and care to our community. It's so clear how passionate you are, and you're not just talking, you really do care and are always engaging with our community. So we really, really do appreciate that, as we hopefully express to you time and time again, and I hope you feel that. But on a little bit more of a lighthearted note, happier stuff, it's crazy, but it is almost August, so we don't have too much summer left here in West Bloomfield. Where are some local restaurants maybe you could suggest to people if they want to get outside, have a meal, a cup of coffee, or whatever it may be, and just enjoy this last month we might have of nice weather? Where should we be putting on our checklist of places to go?
Well, definitely Crispelli's and Andiamo. I know that Stage also has a really great outdoor facility, and it seems to be the place to be. And we have the most fabulous parks here. So people should check out what West Bloomfield Parks and Rec has to offer. There's so many activities for children of all ages, including seniors and adults. So, make sure that you check with Civic Center TV and see some of the great activities that are going on in our community, because we have a lot of stuff. Oh, and I know that there's going to be a huge food truck rally. And unfortunately, I don't have the date, but they should go check Orchard Mall in their parking lot. And I think it's through the Coalition for Youth. So they should check that out. Go to the township, also their website, and see what we have to offer. We have a lot of activities for people to get out and enjoy the rest of the summer.
Thank you for those great suggestions. Definitely we'll make sure to get out there in just a couple more minutes with you. There is a couple events I want to talk about coming up real quick. So August 4th, Rolling Hills retirement community is opening up. What can we expect from that?
Well, at 10:30, it's open to the public. They're having a ribbon cutting, and they are a luxury, independent living facility for seniors. So that should be a really great event. I know we have our UPS store on Haggerty is having a ribbon cutting on August 10th. We have our Cup of Connections August 12th at Michigan Schools and Government Union, Credit Union. Of course, in September 13th, we have our big leadership breakfast. But every month on the second Friday, we have a great Cup of Connections for people to just drop by a new business or an established business and, come and see what we're all about. And we keep adding events. I'm hoping to have our leadership awards again. We kind of suspended it during the pandemic, but this is a great opportunity for people to nominate in 5 different categories, from health to entrepreneur of the year. And I'm hoping to have that in November. So I'm still working on that. And our Not So White Elephant Party, where we take a local charity and we raise money for them in a fun venue. So, stay tuned, check our website, again, westbloomfieldchamber.com, and see every month we're adding new activities and fun events for the community.
It definitely looks like we have a lot to look forward to. And thank you, Suzanne, again, so much for being with us. Have a great weekend, and we will talk to you again next Friday. Always great to kick off the weekend chatting with you.
And thank you again, Civic Center TV, for all you do for our community and interviewing our businesses and letting people know about all the great stuff that's going on in our community. So thank you.